दोस्तों जय हिंद, वेलकम टू डिफेंस एग्जाम मास्टर। मेरा नाम है शिवम सारस्वत और आप सभी का स्वागत है आज के इस लाइव सेशन में। आज इस सेशन में ब्रिगेडियर अखिलेश भार्गव सर जो हैं इंटरव्यू टेक्निक्स के बारे में बात करेंगे और उसी सेशन में हम लोग यहाँ पे जुड़े हुए हैं। आप मेरी गूगल मीट जो है यहाँ पे आपके साथ मेरी गूगल मीट की स्क्रीन शेयरिंग होगी। हेलो, हाँ शुभम यार, आजा साई वाटिका में 3 नंबर में आ जाओ। हेलो हेलो, मेरी आवाज आ रही है तुम लोगों को? माइक चेक, एक बार कोई बच्चा बताओ। क्या मेरी आवाज आप सभी को आ रही है? एम आई ऑडिबल? ठीक है, गुड, थैंक यू। Tushar, be in the network zone. Yeah. When you are in the session, please get yourself into network zone. Okay. Either on Wi-Fi or something. तुषार आवाज आ रही है?
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now.
Sir, we can start, I think, sir.
Menda Kavya. Okay. So, who has missed my first class and second class? Tushar has missed second class, and Kavya has missed the first class, second class. Megha has attended all two, both of them. Kavya, this is your first class.
Kavya was there, sir, yesterday, and
Okay.
she was not in the first class, sir.
Okay, so see once, Shivam, just take a count who is present on which class. If they are missing, then they can join in the next batch those particular classes. Okay, no issues.
Noted, sir. Vivek is keeping a check, sir.
हाँ, तो विवेक यू कीप अटेंडेंस. तो आपका काम ये है कि वो जो आप पहली बार नहीं अगर अटेंड किया तो दूसरी बार में वो वाले क्लास जो मिस किए हैं वो अटेंड कर लें तो फायदा रहेगा. And more chances of the recommendation will automatically be there or other merit. Girls, remember this, that so many get recommended, so your merit list is very important and you have to get better merit, then only you will actually be selected. तो सिर्फ recommendation से मतलब नहीं है. You have to get a good merit, then only you should be happy. और recommendation के बाद happiness फिर भी नहीं confirmed रहेगा कि finally you will go to the academy or not. Okay, so like that. Okay, so today's class is actually how the actual SSB takes place. So how it begins, what is happening, all of that I will be telling you. I have given you the various headings under which I will be covering. So the very first thing is the small talk or the rapid building. So I talked about no matter who, the moment you see your chest number on the LED screen, your pulse rate will jump up. Okay, for some candidates, after being seated on the chair, their heartbeat would still be very fast. So those type of candidates, they have to be given some time to cool down. Okay, so it is across the board that everybody is to be given like that time. Second is that the candidate, they have to get used to the environment of the interview room. Third is that the place where you belong to, the place where the interviewing officer belong to. So they may be from different part of the country. And we know that in our country, in India, people from different places, they speak English in different styles. So both have to get used to each other's style of speaking English so that there is no confusion when the questions and answers are being asked and answered. Okay, so therefore, little small questions are being asked in this small talk so that both get used to each other's style of speaking. Now, also, since you are sitting at such a distance, so if you are speaking very slowly or where the volume is less, then the assessor may tell you to raise your volume. So accordingly, you can adjust your volume too. Now, what the assessor is also looking at is your self-confidence and your power of expression. So that is very important. ये तुषार को विवेक आप बता दो कि उसका जो नेटवर्क है वो अच्छा होना चाहिए, नेटवर्क का फायदा नहीं है. ऑनलाइन क्लास सबसे अच्छा चलता है लेकिन नेटवर्क तो सही रखे अपने, दैट इज हिज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. Okay, so now having told you about these things, This small talk is for a period ranging from 1 minute to 3 minutes, and very small common sense questions are being asked. Some of these questions are: number one, it may be related to your stay at the SSB, that how are you feeling? Are you comfortable? What did you have to eat during your lunch or breakfast or whatever? And also that any suggestions for improvement or recommendations like that. Okay. Then next, the previous evening, especially when your interview is on the third or fourth day, that you may have gone out to the town area where the SSB is located, or you may have gone to visit some place of tourist interest. So where did you go and what did you do? And what did you learn about that place? Number three, something may be related to your journey from the wherever you are coming to the place of SSB. What did you do en route with your co-passengers? Did you just go off to sleep or discuss with some topic like that? And number four, I had told you about your place of stays. Those four questions. So any one question may be asked that is either related to the history behind the name of the place, places of tourist interest, the infrastructure development which have taken place in the last 3 to 5 years, or some areas where you feel that your place of stay needs further improvement. So virtually almost 90% of the time, these are the questions which are asked. Okay. And until you have in your PIQ, you have mentioned that you have been moving from place to place, then any of the places can be discussed in the same manner as you have mentioned about your place of maximum, present, and permanent stay. So now remember, it is not a assessed portion. It is just to see that you are confident, your voice is stable, घबराई हुई आवाज नहीं है, okay, and like this. Now, after this is the opening remark. It is just a statement to tell you that now the assessor is shifting over from the informal small talk to the formal part of the interview. So what should you be doing? There are no questions in this. It is a statement which is being made. So therefore, you must immediately, your mind should switch. Okay, now the CIQ1 is coming, and what are the questions that will be following up? Okay, so those things should come into the RAM forward, or just the RAM which is there right in the front of your head. Okay, and be ready to listen to what the questions are being asked as part of the CIQ1. The statement goes like this. In the next 35 to 40 minutes, we are going to talk about you regarding your education, your family, and your spare time activities. I got a fair amount of idea from the PIQ which you have submitted. Now we shall discuss these aspects in greater detail. Feel free to answer. This is a statement. Okay. So some IOs may change here, there. That's okay. But this is a statement made, and it will be clarified that now the interview is going to start. Okay. Now comes the CIQ1, that is related to your education. What are the questions that form part of this CIQ? Number one, is your educational record as given at para number 8? Now that I've already told you that table is very big, so listen to what the assessor is asking. A person like me, I will be asking you about the percentage of marks that you have scored and the achievements made, if you have mentioned some. Okay. So answer only that much. It should not happen, I'm repeating this, it should not happen that I'm asking you what percentage did you score in 10th and onwards, and you are saying, sir, in 10th I was studying in KV, Allahabad, and I studied in English medium school, and I didn't need pucha baba. Whatever I'm asking you, just say I got 81%. Don't waste time unnecessarily. And that is what I meant by brevity and being to the point. और बताने के बाद भी देखना आदत से मजबूर, candidate they keep doing this. Okay, so these are the things which I'm saying, that keep it in mind. If you just follow the instructions which I'm telling you, more chances of your success. Okay, number 2 will be the subject which you like the most and the one which you did not care much about. So I told you yesterday's class that you please select which is the subject which you will be talking about and select at least 2 chapters. A person like me will ask you, will give you opportunity कि वो subject से question नहीं पूछूंगा. I will ask you, okay, which chapters are your favorite? It is not necessary that every I will do it. It will just randomly ask you questions, but a person like me will ask you. I give you more chance. कि ओके बताओ जो तुम्हें सबसे अच्छा लगता है वो चैप्टर बताओ कौन सा लगता है उसी में फिर उसी चैप्टर में मैं क्वेश्चन पूछूंगा. Okay, so if you are prepared, you tell those chapters, and the other side, the subject which you did not care much about. I am not asking you subject which you do not like, so don't prefix the answer with sir there is no subject which I don't like. I am asking you the subject which you did not care much about means you spent the least amount of time. अभी 6 सब्जेक्ट है, सभी में एक सा टाइम नहीं बिताते आप पढ़ाई करने में, किसी ना किसी में तो कम बिताते हो. Where you are either very confident or where you feel that it is that subject is not of so importance or not relevant to you in the future classes, or the teacher was not so good and therefore you didn't understand that subject. So any of the reasons can be there. So like that. So the wordings matter. Okay. So listen to the question what is being asked, and accordingly your answer should be prefixed by the similar kind of prefix. Number 3 will be your participation in various extracurricular activities, sports and games, the ones in which you have participated and made some achievements to your credit. Now, here your extracurricular activity, sports and games, as you have mentioned in your para number 12C and 12A, the whole table which is submitted in your PIQ form, entire thing has to be stated until specified कि हमें बस ये नाम बता दो by the assessor. Okay, so do not miss and do not change. In your PIQ form, you have written that you have played basketball, and to the assessor, while you are verbally in the interview, you are telling that you have played football. So either you are wrong there or you are wrong here. So don't put yourself in a fix. Number 4 is about your friend circle. How big is your friend circle? And amongst them, who are your very close friends? And why do you consider them so? So, how big is your friend circle is simply that you may say that I find it easy to make friends or get along with everybody, or whatever you want to say, or I am a reserved person. And on the other side, the close friends, you should take names, at least 3 to 5 of them. 1 or 2 you are taking, that means you are very, very chary of making close friends. And more than 5 if you take names, then you will yourself get confused कि किसके बारे में मैं क्या बताऊं. So therefore, ideal is 3 to 5. To select which friend you will be talking about, and you should be able to speak about them, their assets, that is their positives, and the areas where they wish to improve upon, and similarly in your perception what they feel about you in the same area. So everything this also you can prepare. Okay. The 5th question is about your teacher, the teacher whom you like the most and the one with whom you are not much impressed. So whoever is the teacher, 1 or 2 of them you can take name along with the subject. Okay, you should have your reasons why you are liking them. And the other side, the teacher with whom you are not much impressed. Again, look at my wordings. I'm not asking you the teacher whom you don't like. So most of the candidates involuntary, well, just they will speak. So there is no teacher whom I don't like. अरे मैंने पूछा नहीं बाबा, I am asking you the teacher with whom you are not much impressed. It cannot be that every teacher you like. The teacher, you may not be impressed because the teacher either may be irregular to the class, just reading out from the book, or not explaining or clarifying the doubts of the children, being very harsh with the students, whatever. Out of all three of you, anybody who has done NCC? Abia, Megha, Tushar, have you done NCC?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Abia?
No, sir.
So these are the 5 questions which will be asked to you. I am repeating again. Number 1, your educational record. Number 2, the subject which you like, and the other side. Number 3 is about your participation in extracurricular activities, sports and games. Number 4 is about your friend circle. Number 5 is about your teachers. Abhi, in the actual interview, you just have to keep these 5 questions should be there. When the opening remark is being made, these 5 things should be there. कि ये पूछेगा कि कुछ बदली कर देगा. You should match now when the assessor will be giving you the rapid fire question. अभी मैं बताऊंगा कैसे वो देगा. तो you have to just match the same things what I am teaching you, he is asking you, or some changes are there. All of you are from Army or somebody from Air Force or Navy? Akhil, Megha, what are you for?
Sir, for Army.
Army. Tushar?
Sir, for Army, sir.
Kavya? Kavya? Kavya, are you there?
Sir, she has texted. Army.
Okay, sorry. Okay, fine. So, okay, that's good. Now, so therefore, you must be very clear about this aspect. और reason होना चाहिए अभी बाद में आएगा कि why army and all that. Okay. Now, having seen this about your where I was. Yeah. So therefore, now how does this rapid fire goes? It goes like this. So firstly, I'll be interested to know about your education and other related matters. In that, firstly, tell me about the percentage of marks that you have scored starting from class 10 onwards, working up to the present level. The subject which you like the most and the one which you did not care much about, your participation in various extracurricular activities, sports and games, the ones in which you have taken part and made some achievements to your credit, about your friend circle, how big it is amongst them, who are your very close friends and why do you consider them so, the teacher whom you like the most and the one with whom you are not much impressed. Rapid fire हो गया ऐसे करके. अभी your activity should be full and you should be just matching with what you have stored in your brain and just yes, the question being asked are same what I have prepared. Now you should proceed to answer. Remember, every word which you comes out from your mouth, I can throw a question on that one. Okay, so you have to be steady. Don't mug up your answer and go, because your eyes will tell you have mugged up and asking. So you should be going at a very steady pace and have that soft eye contact you should have with your assessor and answer it, all the questions. Preferably in the same order as the question have been asked. It doesn't matter that you are changing the order, but preferably. So now at the end of it, you should not start saying, sir, have I answered everything? Sir, have I missed anything? that are clear indication that you are low on confidence or you have got doubt in your memory power, like that. So self-doubting person cannot be a leader. So don't axe your feet by yourself. Is that clear? Now, some of the cross questions, that is the probing questions or the secondary questions which can be asked under these 5 heads, I will tell you some of them. I cannot be giving everything because every one of you, each one of you have different thing to say about yourself. So some of them like related to your education marks. Now, if your graph is going up type, very good. Stable, that is 10, 12, graduation, very good. But if it is down or up and down, then the reasons for the same. Why were you not inconsistent? Number 2, on what basis did you decide to choose your subjects in your 11th, 12th and in your graduation? Which are the various competitive exams in which you appeared after your class 12th? And if you have completed your graduation after graduation. Remember the question that is being asked. So what are the competitive exams in which you appeared after your 12th? And don't start covering those which you have given after your graduation. Okay. Then individual marks, you should be aware of how much you scored in your 12th in your physics, chemistry, maths or whatever subjects you are having. So like that. Again here, you have submitted your mark sheet. So don't start talking, sir, I don't know, I did class 12th in 5 years ago. So I have forgotten, sir. अरे मार्कशीट तो अभी जमा करी तुमने साथ ही साथ आफ्टर क्लियरिंग स्टेज 1. So are you so irresponsible that you have not seen your mark sheet before submitting it? You are so casual about yourself, about this selection process. So it likes that. So be attentive, be alert, be energetic. That is what SSB is desiring, these qualities in you. Next is the subject. So I have already told you, briefed you of how to prepare the subject and be very sure about what you are going to answer. Now here, when explanation is required, especially in the science side, subject, physics, chemistry or biology or whatever, then be sure that you are using the gravity thing. Don't start rattling out some very long answers. Just in 2 to 4 sentences, you should be able to finish off your answer. Next, about your extracurricular activities, sports and games. The questions I have already mentioned to you when I was covering the PIQ. So basically, whatever you have done, you are saying that you have done participated in debate, and you should know everything which you stated in your debate. That what was the topic, you spoke for the motion, against the motion, and what were the main points which you covered in your part of the speech, and what were the main points covered by opponent, how did you counter him or her, so like that. Similarly, in games, you should be well versed with the rules and regulations, your favorite match which you played, individual events, which was your favorite race, like swimming or athletics. You should be very much aware of the timings. Now, I'll give you an example like this, that 2 days back, I asked, okay, so he has written athletics. So which event? 400 meters. So how much time do you take to cover 400 meters? He says 2 minutes 30 seconds. Acha. So if I send you for running, how many kilometers can you run? 5 kilometers. How much time you do it? Sir, 25 minutes. अब उसको calculate मैंने कराया. So when he is running 5 kilometers, he could do 400 meters in 2 minutes. And when he's sprinting, then he is doing it in 2 minutes 30 seconds. That means he is not using his common sense. And the SSB is mainly about this. At least use your common sense, Baba. So in individual events, you should be very clear about, especially when the timings are involved or distances or height, whatever it's applicable. You should be on the right lines, okay? And your answers should not be like childlike. So that I have not seen, not measured, I don't remember. Then why are you saying that you have done this? If you have done it, you better remember it. Okay. I still remember when my best timing in my heydays when I did not join ND also, in my 10th, 12th, what was my best timing in my swimming events and all that. Okay. So that is about how interested you are in what you are doing, or you do things in a very disinterested manner, as if you are being forced to do things. It should not appear like that. The sentence is, you need not, in armed forces, you are not be required to do what you things that you like. You have to like what you do. What have you been ordered to do? Those things you should do them willingly. So that is the attitude, aptitude that you have to project. Yes, Megha and Kavya, are you understanding me?
Yes, sir.
तो ये कहानी है. Now after this comes your friends circle. Now when it comes to friends, now whatever is applicable to your friends firstly is also applicable to your siblings. So it is a comparative thing, and it will be like, so what, like your friends are A, B, C, D, E. 5 friends you have named. I've given them name A, B, C, D, E. Whatever their actual name is, you can decide. So what are the 2 things which you appreciate in A? What are the 2 things which B appreciates in you? What are the 2 things which you feel C needs to improve upon? What are the 2 things which D feels you need to change or improve upon? Okay, in what ways are you better than E? In what ways E is better than you? Among all those 5 and you 6, who is the best in studies, best in extracurricular activities, or best in sports and or physical fitness? Okay, if you have to select only one out of these 5, who it would be and why? ऐसे करके बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. Anything can be there. Okay. Similar questions will also applicable to your siblings, so I will not cover them there. Okay. After this is your teacher, or the teacher whom you like the most. So your reasons should be there, which should be not childlike, but they should have some value. Okay. And similarly, the teacher with whom you are not much impressed. So here the question may come like that: if you are naming somebody, that was it with you alone, or was it the whole class distressed? So you should be very clear about it. Any questions in this CIQ1? All good? Okay, so now we move to CIQ2. CIQ2 is related to your family. In that, the first question is about your immediate family, that is your parents, father, mother, and your siblings, their education, occupation, and income, whatever you have filled up in your PIQ form. Para number 7C. Okay. Number Number 2, whenever you are at home, what are the duties you are required to perform? So the duties, you know what are kind of duties there may be, like paying bill, cleaning up, cooking, all this kitchen, garden, tendering, and if you have got some agricultural land, helping your father there. If you have got a family business, helping your father, mother there, whatever it is. Number 3 is about your, whenever you have problems of personal nature, whom do you approach for help and in whom do you confide? So whenever you have problems of personal nature, so problems can be in any vertical: studies, finance, adolescence problem with your friends, okay, psychological problem, some emotional thing. So many problems can be there with whom you share with. Maybe same person or maybe different person. But you be very clear. And if asked, you should have an example up your sleeve. Okay. The other side, that is the person whom you confide, that is who is the secret keeper. Okay. So why do you trust him so much? Him or her? Okay. Number 4 is about the money matter. So if you are a student, how much money do you receive and how do you spend it? And if you are working type, how much pay do you receive and how do you spend and save? So when it comes to spending, you don't have to go rupee by rupee, but in general terms, in percentage terms, how much you are spending on yourself, how much you are sharing with your parents, how much you are saving, all that should be very clear in your mind. Now, some people also say, I don't get pocket money, as if they don't spend on themselves or they don't go out to eat or entertain themselves or they don't have a smart mobile or they don't have a vehicle for driving like that. So they don't fill it up with their petrol and all that. So it cannot be. So if you are not getting very formally at the first of the month pocket money, then you add up in the last 3 months how much money you have received for spending with your own hands for yourself and divide by 3. That is your pocket money. Just take it like that. Okay. To say that I don't get pocket money is very silly. If you still say it, it simply means that your parents are not having any faith in you for spending the money. So how can the nation have faith in you to become a leader? Okay. So keep this in mind. Number 5, if you are still a student, then the question will be, who are your friends in your neighborhood and what all social activities you carry out in their company. And if you are working type, who are the colleagues at your workplace and what all activities you carry out in your spare time. Okay. So like this, the question may be modified and you should have, now neighborhood means either your locality or your same society or in a little distance away. And if there is none, then you say none, there is nobody in my group, so I don't mix up. It simply means that when you have spare time at your home, then you are just sitting like this and just staring in the air and not knowing what to do. So you are a person, very lonely person at that point in time. You have to have somebody around your place and then only you can be a little social, interactive. So you decide what kind of person you want to project. And at workplace, so with your colleagues, what extra thing which you keep doing, whether you are organizing some cultural fest or cultural activity at your workplace or going for a treks on Sundays, holidays, or some movie outings, whatever you want to do, whatever you have been doing, so that you can project. Okay. So I repeat, the 5 questions which will be asked is about your parents, about your parents and siblings or your complete family, Then is your duties at home. Next comes your sharing, and comes your money part. The last fifth thing comes your either your neighborhood friends or your colleagues at workplace. How does this rapid fire goes? It goes like this. This is after your education CIQ. So that will be the prefix. So and the cross questioning of the CIQ one is over. So that gives me a fair idea about your education. Now I'll be interested to know about your family and other related matters. In that, firstly, tell me about your immediate family, that is parents, father, mother, and your siblings, both elder and younger to you, their education, occupation, and income. Whenever you are at home, what are the duties you are required to perform? When you have problems of personal nature, whom do you approach for help? How much pocket money do you receive and how do you spend it? And also, who are your friends in the neighborhood and what all activities you carry out in their company? अभी ये rapid fire question हो गया, and then you proceed to answer. Once you answer, then the questions will be asked. So many secondary questions have I already told you, few which I have not told. With your parents, now mostly for male candidates it will be father comparison with father, and for female it will be comparison with your mother. In what ways are you similar to your father? What are the two things which you appreciate in your father and father oblique mother? Okay, what are the two things which you feel he or she needs to change with time? What are the two things which they like about you the maximum? Which are the things two things which they keep telling you to change or improve upon? Which is that particular topic where their views and your views they differ? The last time when you received a scolding, okay, when they were angry with you and you received a scolding from them, and things like that. Duties at home, whatever you want to say, you say it, but you should be able to explain that how often and how do you do it. Your problems sharing, I have already told you the types of problems. You should identify with whom do you share and why. Money matter, I have told you what all you have to say, not penny by penny, but in percentage terms. And with your neighborhood friends or your colleagues, I have already told you what you are required to cover. Any questions in this CIQ 2? Yeah. Ask. Nobody. Oh, sir. Okay, fine. So now we come to CIQ 3, the spare time activities. Spare time activities, actually, what I'll be giving you 5 questions again here. But IOs keep themselves free and they may ask some additional questions depending on what you have filled up in your PIQ form. Okay. So the 5 questions are: number 1, it is about your hobbies and interest, as you have filled up in your para number 12B. Next is your reading habits. In reading habits, you should be very clear what you want to say, whether newspapers or magazines or some fiction books, management books or some personality development books. Whatever you want to say, you say it, but make sure that you have revised them a little bit, especially from the front and the back cover. Number 3 is about your TV watching habits. Number 4 is about your internet usage when available at home. And number 5 is your routine on a working day and how is it different on a Sunday or holiday. So I repeat: your hobbies and interests, your reading habits, your TV watching habits, your usage of internet, And fifth is your daily routine on a working day and how is it different on a Sunday or holiday. How does this rapid fire goes? So the prefix will be about your cross questioning of your family, and then this CIQ 3. So that gives me a fair idea about your family. Now I'll be interested to know about your spare time activities. In that, firstly, tell me about your hobbies and interests, your reading habits, what do you like to watch on TV, how do you use internet to your advantage, and your routine on a working day and how is it different on a Sunday or holiday. This is how it goes. So you have to quickly match with what the assessor is asking you and proceed to answer. So hobbies and interests, whatever you have mentioned, you should be very clear of how frequently you devote time towards them. And especially if you are mentioning about your interests like trekking and all, you should be very clear which all places you have visited in trekking and the details about it, about them. That is the distance covered, both horizontally and vertically. Whether it was a few hours trip or whether it was an overnight trip, and with whom all you went and why. Okay, the next is about your reading habits. So I've already told you, you should be very clear about what you want to say about in 2-3 sentences about the author, about the lessons learned from that book, and what is the 1 or 2 things which you like the most in that particular book. Who suggested to you about that book? Who recommended that book? Okay. Now, next is your TV watching habits. So don't start talking about Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahut Hi wala serial. You talk about which news channel you are watching. Channels like the National Geography and such like things, or some panel discussions which keep coming on channels like Public TV, News X, or DD News. Don't get involved into politics or something like that. Yes, geostrategic news related or some of national interest, defense news, or some infrastructure development, or some scientific discovery. So all those things you should be talking about. There are so many plans, rather schemes which are there. You know, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, the UPI, and all those these topics are good for those general awareness. Also, you can also bring it out here. Now, next is about your internet usage. So obviously, internet usage can be used to clarify your doubts wherever you are having one, when there is no teacher available, and also about learning about new things, learning about your preparing for your geostrategic knowledge, preparation for your GD and lectorates. So like this, you can use for so many aspects. If you are into games, so much is there to learn using what is available on the internet. Anything, any activity, even your extracurricular activity, there's so much to learn from there. And now that the AI is there, so chat GPT and all those things are there, so you can talk so much. Any doubts in this CIQ 3? Oh, yeah. Last is about your daily routine. So again, it is not minute by minute. It is starting on a working day. It is granted to you that by what time you get up, by what time you are ready, and then off you go to either college or if you are a student, or if you are taking a drop, you are going for your tutorial, something. And if you are working time, by what time you leave for office and what time you come back. After coming back, you are entitled to your little rest. You may spend a working day on a time with your friends or with your family. And in the night, you may have devote some time towards your preparation for the SSB or something, because you are wanting to appear. So you can skip that on a working day, but on a Sunday, you won't end up talking that I wake up late at 10 o'clock, eat my breakfast, again go off to sleep. In the evening, I go out and gossip with my friends and come and entertain with my what entertainment program with my family members and go off to sleep. अरे तो SSB preparation कहाँ चली गई? Okay, so ideally talk about that on Sunday and holidays you should be going in the morning for your run, getting up early in the morning 6 o'clock and going for a run, come back, do some exercises. If you want to do some gymming, then you talk about that, and then after some rest and you are devoting some time towards your preparation for SSB, practicing your psych test or preparing for your GD topics, lecture topics like that. In the evening also devoting some time there and night time again. So ideally speaking, if you can showcase like that and practically actually you are doing it, otherwise your eyes will give away. ये सब गड़बड़ सड़बड़ बोल रहा है. So because we have also, when I'll take mock interview, then I will catch you. How I'll catch you, you can see it there. Okay. So we also have our own children, and my experience of 3,600 candidates, we have the art of catching the children, that whether they are speaking the truth or not, and accordingly assessing you. Okay, yeah. So any question in this CIQ 3?
Sir, may I, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, as you have mentioned, you have your own ways of catching up the candidates when they lie. Sir, ये मेरे दिमाग में क्यूरियोसिटी है. I just wanted to ask you, because आप मेरे भी आईओ थे और मुझे आज तक वो इंटरव्यू याद है जब मैं टैक 67 में था, एंड आपने मुझे बोला कि ये तुमको पता नहीं है टैक का इंटरव्यू है, तुम पढ़ के क्यों नहीं आए हो. तो वो आज भी जब बच्चे मेरे पास आते हैं तो आई टेल देम कि भाई प्लीज़ पढ़ के जाना, क्योंकि यू नेवर नो, अखिलेश सर जैसा कोई अगर इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर आपको मिला, सो दे विल ग्रिल यू वेरी हार्ड सर. सो सर, क्वेश्चन कम्स लाइक दिस कि मेजरली बच्चे जो है मेरे पास टैक एंट्रीज के हैं, और कितना टैक का नॉलेज, ब्रांच स्पेसिफिक नॉलेज ऑफ द टैक इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर देम टू नो. अगर मैं मैकेनिकल का हूँ तो कितना, सिविल का है तो कितना.
अरे आई एम गिविंग यू ऑल द फ्रीडम ना. मैं तो तुमसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि विच सब्जेक्ट, विच चैप्टर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ, पूछ रहा हूँ, फिर उस पर मैं पूछूंगा. Unfortunately, for you say, fortunately, I have knowledge of all the verticals, whether it is mechanical, communications, computer science, hydraulic, aeronautical, electrical, you name it, I can catch you.
वो तो सर, यू आर ऑल्सो फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड, तो वी कैन वी कैन नॉट मैच दैट लेवल, बिकॉज आपको सर्विस एक्सपीरियंस भी रहा है.
सर्विस एक्सपीरियंस से अब मैं भूलूंगा नहीं. जैसे बच्चे लोग बोल रहे हैं मैं भूल गया. अभी वो जो बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं एंड दे से सर दैट वाज इन फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर का भूल गया, तो फिर मेरे तो ना जाने कितने साल हो गए सर. मैं क्यों नहीं भूल रहा.
करेक्ट सर.
क्योंकि वो मन से नहीं पढ़ा है बच्चा. मेरे को बस यही देखना है ना कि वो मन से करता है काम जो करता है. कि सी आई एम आस्किंग व्हिच इज द सब्जेक्ट व्हिच यू लाइक द मोस्ट सर. अंडरस्टैंड दिस बच्चे लोग. I am giving it to you that this is the subject which you are saying yourself that I like it. अब और मैं दे रहा हूँ, और लीवे दे रहा हूँ तुमको. वाले कह रहे हैं कि वो बोलते हैं ना कि शेर अपने गुफा के अंदर बिल्कुल ही anybody in their own house he is a शेर, बब्बर शेर. ठीक है, तो मैं तो तुम्हारे अंदर घुस रहा हूँ पूरा. I am asking which is your favorite subject. I am asking you which is within that subject which is your favorite chapter. अब उसमें क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा हूँ. अब उसमें भी तुम बब्बर शेर हो और फिर भी मैं तुम्हारे मुंह में हाथ डाल के और तुम्हारे से पकड़ ले रहा हूँ. तुम्हारी you say I am catching you that your knowledge base is not so good.
सर सर पर
Who is to be blamed?
करेक्ट सर, गॉट इट सर. सर एक और सवाल है, इफ यू मे अलाउ मी.
Yeah.
सर जैसे कि ये तो हो गया टेक्निकल नॉलेज वाला. सर कितनी परमिसिबल लिमिट है सर? व्हाट इज द परमिसिबल लिमिट? आपने बोला कि हम फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट पेपर ऐसा होता है जैसे भूल भी जाते हैं बच्चे, बट विल यू बी चेकिंग देम ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी है इसको, या इसको प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज है? आप क्या चेक कर रहे हो?
हम तो वो देख रहे हैं इसकी आदतें क्या है.
सर
इसकी आदतें क्या है, पर्सनैलिटी चेक हो रही है. ठीक है, वेदर व्हेन अ चाइल्ड सेज आई लाइक दिस and something which a child says I like this and yet doesn't know about this whatever he or she is liking, then that means not non-serious type hai wo. He or she is taking life just casually. So how can that candidate become a leader, good leader?
noted sir.
That casual attitude or a serious attitude. So that is what is being checked out.
Sir, thank you sir.
Okay, after this is your general awareness. So pre-decide which topics you will be talking about. They should be good topics, national, international level, and don't talk into politics or religion. So like that. So minimum 3 to or maximum 5 topics. The headings you will give. Now, whatever headings you are giving me or whatever topics you are giving me, I will ask question in those topics. Again, I am giving you everywhere. I am giving you leeway. So I am again what I said in my first 2 classes or the second class, that I am just talking about you. And if you are saying I like this and then you are not able to answer me, then who is to be blamed? So don't allow me to catch you. If you are able to make me happy, then rest assured that 100% you will clear the SSB. Okay. Next is about your self-assessment. So what are the positives in you and the areas you wish to improve upon? So here at least 3 to 5 positives of your self-assessment and just 1 or maximum 2 areas where you wish to improve upon. Remember, choice of word is very important. What you say and how you say it. This is not about that my mother loves me and father loves me. It is about your qualities, those 16 qualities which I have talked about. So something related to that, some practical examples to showcase any particular quality, or directly if you are finding it difficult, you can say it directly also. Okay, but you should have examples to your sleeves, because I will ask you, how do you say this? Okay. And next comes that how motivated you are to join the army, why you want to join the army, if not selected, then what? All those things, questions comes into play. So you select what you want to say, decide what you want to say. Everything can be pre-decided, okay? You don't have to, learn by heart. ऐसा पूछेगा मैं ऐसे बोल दूंगा, and you keep thinking, अरे वो तो पूछा नहीं, and while you are thinking that, some other question comes and you'll be foxed. What should I answer now? So therefore, don't go by rote. Think and answer. Okay. And lastly, you will be asked, I have asked you so many questions. Is there anything which you would like to say? And then you can, what I said, clarify, correct, or add on something. If you have something. Otherwise, just leave us. No, sir. Thank you, sir. Any questions in the entire class?
बच्चों किसी का कोई सवाल है तो यू कैन आस्क. I think there might be some doubts you might be having. Vivek, any doubts?
See, I have now told you all the details of how and where and कैसे question पूछे जाएंगे. अब now you have to prepare and for the mock interview. When you are ready for the mock interview, then I will take your mock interview along with your feedback. Okay. And now I give running feedback. Whoa, I'll stop you there wherever you are going wrong. So it has a better impact. Okay. So anybody ready for tomorrow? Otherwise, it will be straight away to 17th, 18th. Huh? Anybody having SSB very close by?
Sir, I will pass on this to you, sir. मैं एक बार इनसे बात कर.
So note down either 13, 14 is booked for me. 15, 16 I have to go for a book discussion to Chandigarh, and 17, 18 then. Okay.
Okay, Vivek, please keep a diary.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Sir, like mentioning about favorite subjects, does it always have to be something from a technical background? Like if I'm appearing for tech, that subject should be from my engineering, or it can be like general subject like reasoning or English or science.
So if you are saying English and Hindi, it's got no meaning at all.
Okay.
Fine. You are doing technical, so that means you don't like any of the technical subjects. Then मेरे पास क्वेश्चन होगा कि why you have not chosen any one subject from the technical area. You will be cornered there. Simple. बताओ.
Yes, sir.
सर एक क्वेश्चन मैं पूछ सकता हूँ सर.
हाँ,
सर एक कैंडिडेट का क्वेश्चन था मेरे से सर कि ही वेंट टू एसएसबी रिसेंटली सर, और उसको कॉन्फ्रेंस में इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर ने पूछा कि आप अभी तक रिटन क्यों नहीं क्लियर कर पा रहे हो, आप केवल जो है डायरेक्ट एंट्रीज में आते हो जो कि फ्री एंट्रीज हैं, ये तो फ्री में मिल जाती हैं आपको. ही ट्राई टू कन्विंस द इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर सर कि आई एम वर्किंग ऑन माई मिस्टेक्स विच आई हैव डन इन माई पास्ट अटैम्प्ट्स, बट वो अड़े रहे उस बात पे. वो बच्चा मुझे बोल रहा था कि सर इसका कैसे हैंडल करा जाए.
तो see now the thing is कि वो उसका बॉडी लैंग्वेज उस बच्चे का और वो क्या बोलना चाह रहा था, और अभी वो जो फ्री में एंट्री कर रहा था वो क्या कर रहा था, टीएस टेक्निकल एंट्री कर रहा था कि एसएससी कर रहा था कि क्या कर रहा था.
एसएससी टेक एंट्री सर, इंजीनियरिंग एंट्री जो.
या सो व्हाट्स दिस आई वांट टू. अब एसएससी टेक क्या है, वो शॉर्ट सर्विस है नंबर 1. नंबर 2 that since this entry is available to me, so I am taking part knowingly. If sir you are saying that why should I am ready to appear for CDS also, but this is available to me. I feel that I will do well here.
ओके, बट सर उसको उन्होंने सर आयु ने काफ़ी फोर्स किया कि आप रिटन क्यों नहीं निकाल पा रहे हो, व्हाई आर यू कमिंग टू द फील्ड.
उसको एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए था ना, उसको वो बोलता कि सर आई हैव नॉट नेवर थॉट अबाउट इट बिकॉज़ दिस एंट्री इज अवेलेबल, सो आई हैव बीन अप्लाइंग फॉर दिस.
ओके सर, मतलब दे कैन,
इफ यू इंसिस्ट आई विल अपीयर फॉर दिस आल्सो.
मतलब दे कैन टॉक टू द आयु ऑन दिस लाइन सर, लाइक दिस सर.
व्हाट उसमें खराबी क्या है भाई, मैं तो इसमें ऐसे क्या बोलना है, साफ साफ तो बोल रहे हैं.
नोटेड सर, गॉट इट सर, थैंक यू सर. मतलब सर बॉडी लैंग्वेज से अगर वो थोड़ा सा भी दब जाएगा या फिर उसको अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट फील होगा, देन इंटरव्यूइंग ऑफिसर विल कैच अप एंड देन फिर वो वहां से उसको ले लेते हैं.
अच्छा, नेक्स्ट है कि whenever interviewing officer is insisting with a particular question, it is a clear sign that he is putting stress on your mind. So are you coming under pressure or you are holding out?
नोटेड सर. सर एक सवाल है आखिरी मेरा. देयर वाज अ किड हु इज आस्किंग कि सर आई स्टडीड सब्जेक्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ कंप्लीटिंग इंजीनियरिंग. सर आई वर्क इन केपीएमजी एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट इंजीनियर, बट इट वाज लाइक एंड डिसलाइक सर. हेंस आई वांट कि आई एम नॉट गुड विद दिस बीटेक सब्जेक्ट्स. So how should I handle it?
He
What?
was what? He
Quest-
was working as what in KPMG?
He is a software development engineer. If being asked from a particular subject कि which subject do you like, so he is saying कि he don't like any subject, he just did engineering for the sake of doing engineering so that he can get a job.
ये कोई मतलब नहीं हुआ ना, ये कोई मतलब नहीं हुआ कि आपको कुछ पसंद ही नहीं है, कुछ भी पसंद नहीं है तो फिर तो आप आर्मी में आओगे, आर्मी में तो बहुत ट्रेनिंग मेरी चीज आपको करने को मिलेगा, तो आप बोले ये भी पसंद नहीं है, वो भी पसंद नहीं है, ये यहाँ पे रीजनिंग नहीं चलेगी, ठीक है। आर्मी में तो यू विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू डू सो मेनी things which you may not like, but still you have to do it. Order is order. So if he is answering, he is clear cut saying कि भैया मैं तो नहीं करूँगा, ना करो, फिर नहीं आओ आप में.
Correct, sir.
Be happy where you are.
Noted, sir. Thank you, sir. बच्चों, anything else you want to ask then so that we can wrap up?
Chalo, okay, good day. And you send me the dates of these people. I've given you choice of tomorrow 13th, 17th, 18th.
13, 17, 18, sir. Noted, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good day.
Guys, कैसा लगा? How was it? मजा आया? काव्या? अरे मैं तुम्हारा ही गुरुजी हूँ इधर. You guys cannot see me, but you can speak. Okay, बच्चों, I will connect with you 10 PM. आज I will leave you on your own. आज आप लोग अपने सेशन में जो इन्फॉर्मेशन सर ने दी है, I hope you guys made notes. I want you to make notes of this session. मैं चाहूंगा आप इसके सेशन के नोट्स बनाओ. मैंने YouTube पे स्ट्रीम किया था तो मैं लिंक भेज दूंगा आपको. विवेक, is it downloaded?
Upload
Recorded done?
हाँ.
ठीक है. So that रिकॉर्डिंग कर रहा हूँ ताकि तुम लोग इसको रिफ्रेश कर सको. सर ने डेट्स दे दी हैं. Anyone ready for the interview tomorrow? Will tag me in the group. Okay, बच्चों. Few people were not present in the session. They were absent. So I hope you get some clarity how to go about your personal mock interview, and then we will catch up. चलो, bye. Take care. Jai Hind. See you soon. Okay, so this was interview session that was being conducted by my team and in coordination with Brigadier Akhelesh sir. Brigadier Akhelesh sir was president of 19 SSB Allahabad board and also one of my interviewing officer when I was appearing for my SSC tech entries. So this is an initiative of Defence Xam Master. We will be, I would say, conducting mock interviews under Drona batch under the mentorship of Brigadier Akhelesh Bhargav. Also, sir is part of now Trisul mentorship. Also, if you are a technical entry candidate, if you are a AFCAT qualified candidate, any SSB is approaching, you can join me in the Trisul batch where Akhelesh sir will be conducting these lectures every week, 3 lectures on interview techniques and then a mock interview with personal one-to-one feedback. All these things are available exclusively to the paid by students of Defence Xam Master. आप उसमें आ सकते हैं. आपको मेरा नंबर पिन कमेंट में दिख रहा हो, जाते जाते मैं अपना नंबर दे रहा हूँ. आप उस नंबर में मेरे को कनेक्ट करेंगे. आपको ये सेशन अच्छा लगा तो लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब to the channel and press the black bell icon so that I can help you in fulfilling your dream of donning the uniform as soon as we can. ये सेशन यहीं पे समाप्त होता है और आप लोगों से मैं मिलता हूँ अगले सेशन में. भाई की तरफ से जय हिंद. कीप रिवाइजिंग दिस लेसन अगेन. इसको रिवाइज कर लेना ताकि आपको पता लग जाए कि सर ने क्या बातें की हैं. नोट्स बनाए होंगे बहुत सारे बच्चों ने. मेरे बच्चे तो नोट्स बनाते हैं क्लास वाले, तो ज़्यादा मजा आएगा. ठीक है, टेक केयर, बाय बाय, जय हिंद. एंड कोई भी डाउट होगा आपके पास मेरा नंबर होता है, यू कैन पिंग मी एनी टाइम. टेक केयर, बाय.